Our efforts are painstaking and we spend a lot of time to make sure they're factual. I believe you have been totally duped, confused, brain shot to bits, and you've probably all got a headache. They've tricked you. And I'll prove it. Because we're not stupid. Someone is duping you. Someone is tricking you. There's trickery going on. There's sleight of hand. I want to see the girls because I want to see what they're wearing. So the grandparents will say, yeah, when Paul picked them up or whatever, that's what they wore that day. That's all I want. I'm not getting to see it. I'm not getting to see it. So Paul, if you want to prove that that is the day, show the children and blur out their faces, please.
Don't move. Dad! Amber alert! Adult! Stranger danger! Stranger danger!
But it does prove that Paul's there, and I do believe he's talking to the children in the car. His excuse for not showing them is he doesn't want them to be seen. Why couldn't he have just blocked their faces out and let them be seen? That's my first problem. I wanted to see the children. You know why? This is from the Leicestershire site, okay? Now, what's so important about these pictures that changes the case today? Be prepared for a shock, and I'll show you how the UK cover things up. That's from their own site on the doorbell. These are what we were supposed to look for. This is the person we were supposed to look for with the blue coat on. This is their site today. I went on today because I wanted to get some more information. You can do it yourself. Lancashire Constabulary. I went back end of the day to try and get the pictures again today, and this came up. Page not found. They've taken down the CCTV footage, guys. Today. I got that picture yesterday. Thank God I got it before they took it down. The 3 pictures that are separate from the CCTV that's been released have been removed from the website. They've been removed from the website today after my show last night.
Repeat that?
The 3 pictures that are separate from the CCTV that's been released have been removed from the website. They've been removed from the website today after my show last night.
Armchair detective, lying again.
What does this say? Page not found. No Umbrato document match URL. Well, URL is its unique number for that page, okay? On any web. This page can be replaced with a custom 404. Check the document. It gets worse. It's been removed. It's been removed so you can no longer see the 3 photographs that were taken from Nicola Bulley's house. You can no longer see them ever again. There's going to be 2 reasons for that, which I'll give you in a minute. It's gone. Have you checked yourself? Go and check yourself. Leicestershire Police, Nicola Bulley. Go and look now. I'm not tricking you. You try it. And here's the worst, right? Not only are they pulling the wool over your eyes, not only is this a cover-up, they're laughing at us. Look at the line at the bottom. This page is intentionally left ugly. Laughing emoji. That's done by the person that took it down. Go and look. Lancaster Police, Nicola Bulley, CCTV photographs. It's gone. It's gone.
Are we supposed to believe this crap?
And not only is it gone, they're taking the piss out of us. This page is an intentionally left ugly laughing emoji by whoever took it down. Just take that in a minute. That's our police force. They're being investigated.
Now, Dr. James Adley is the most senior coroner in Lancashire. So he's overseeing Nicola's case. He was the one who opened the inquest. He's the one who will be conducting the investigation, a non-criminal investigation, because coroners do not deal with criminal cases. That's why we know Nicola's case is not considered a crime. They've ruled out homicide, or else it would have been taken back to the police and the CPS. The coroner would have opened the inquest, said, this looks like a criminal investigation, you deal with it.
I'm making up a conspiracy. And don't call me a conspiracy theorist, other creators. This is their website. Don't shoot the messenger. For once, you can't call me making something up. Because there it is in front of your friggin' eyes. Look it up yourself. That's what it said when you looked it up this afternoon. They might have changed it again because I'm live and they're watching. They might have put it back up now because they've been caught again. They might put it back up now because you know why? Some fool has written this page is intentionally left ugly. They're going to have to put it back up.
I've never heard this claptrap in all my life.
How do you feel? Other channels that love the cops, they never do a thing wrong. How do you feel about this? They've taken down. People can still be witnesses to seeing Nicola Bulley. What if somebody think they saw them and the guy's down and raided around? They can't even look it up now because he's gone. They're laughing at you. They're laughing at us. It's got a smiley on it. They're laughing at you. They're laughing at, especially you people that always go with the police line. Oh, the police are so great. Oh, they're so great. They say it's an accident. It's an accident. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Well, what do you think of that now? Cop lickers. Why do you think they're under investigation? Why do you think the Met's in pieces?
So a lot of people are saying it's a cover-up. There's something really dodgy going on because Nicola's autopsy has not been released. All right, so she was found on February the 19th, which was a Sunday, and then the identification of her body was done on the 20th. So that would have been when the autopsy was done, because they've done identification via dental records. And then the coroner opened the inquest on the Wednesday, which will have been the 22nd of February. So by the time the coroner opened the inquest, as I've talked about in previous videos, the coroner, Dr. James Adley, would be in possession of the preliminary autopsy report that would have given a good indication that there was no criminal aspect to this case. If the autopsy had deemed there to be even the potential for there to be a criminal investigation necessary. At that point, the case would have been passed back to the police and the Crown Prosecution Service, because the coroner cannot deal with cases where there is a suspected criminal involvement at that stage. Which leads us to know that there is no criminal investigation going on. None. And at this point, the body was released to the family. So those are very important clues. Beyond that, we don't know whether the coroner is going to conclude that it's accidental death or suicide, or if the coroner can't tell, it will be an open verdict. But it won't be a criminal investigation. It will not be a criminal investigation. It is not a criminal investigation.
Why have they taken it down? Why have they taken it down? One of two reasons. An ongoing investigation. I can't think of another reason. You will get people come to you and say, let Nicola rest in peace. How dare you do this to a grieving family? Let them be. Drop the subject now. You made enough fame and money out of it. Drop the subject. Leave it alone. Just leave it. You're disgusting. That's what you're going to get from the narrative. It was just an accident, my lord.
This is getting as ridiculous as the Watts case was, you know, with the impossible red car. Do you remember that?
Betty leaves, the red car moves out, he comes down the street, the car, little grey car, flashes lights. Wow! All done in the same second. It's amazing.
This is a clear view of where the gravel path would be. And if you could see Betty's car leaving, you sure as heck would see a big red car there. And there's a fence here and a tiny little gravel path. Where would you fit a car? And if you look how tiny that gravel path is, it's impossible. So when Betty got to the end of her driveway, that's where Nate picked up her activity, her headlights. And yes, she did go straight. This is where a red car would be. You'd be able to see that on Nate's camera. So again, parked behind Chris from the tree up would block the gravel path, and you'd be able to see another car on the lawn.
Here's the red vehicle driving out straight. Now you saw the angle Betty would have to take, and the headlights would be facing one way or another. She's driving straight into oncoming traffic. She's got to look left, right, and also the intersection in front of her. There's no way she'd be going that speed. Not a mature lady like that. I can't see it. Impossible. But it's red anyway, and neither of their vehicles is red.
If you want to believe what he says, I wouldn't.
This red car that comes up, this magical red car, is actually Betty's car going to the gym, as she said she did. And as Chris Watts is backing into the driveway, his brake lights reflect off Betty's car. Right, so here it comes. That's Betty's car. And as Chris, so those are the backlights there. As Chris moves, it looks red. And then Chris backs in. And Betty goes down that road that's there.
And they don't believe in the red car. How do you like this? Red car. That's the word you don't want to hear, isn't it? Red car. Red car. Red car. Friggin' red car was there. Red car. Red car. Red car. Red car. Red car. Friggin' red car was there. Red car. Red car. Red car. Means Chris didn't act alone.
What will I know? I'm just a conspiracy theorist.